Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another video. Today, we're going to be doing an achievement breakdown on Monster Energy Supercross 3. Now, to get the completion or platinum trophy in this game, you're looking at about 30 hours at minimum. You know, sometimes you just gotta complete a hard or grindy game so they don't say, all you do is play easy games to get easy achievements. Yeah. You're actually a little right, but you know, here and there I'll get some hard completions in. So this is going to be one of them, just a random, more difficult game that I decided to complete. Well, not necessarily difficult, but, just a little more grindy. It has a lot of miscellaneous achievements. I made a ton of achievement guides for this game, so if you need any help getting through any of the miscellaneous achievements, I got you with those individual videos. This achievement breakdown is really just going to be going through all of the achievements and kind of, giving a summary and giving you a good idea of what you're getting yourself into if you're trying to get the full completion or platinum trophy in this game. Not only that, but the achievement list on Monster Energy Supercross 3 is very similar to Monster Energy Supercross and Monster Energy Supercross 2. So for most of these achievements, you can apply them to the previous games. Now, as usual with the achievement breakdowns, we're going to start off with the achievements that I unlocked first, and then we're going to make our way to the achievement that I unlocked last. So the first achievement you're going to get is for creating a rider with a male body type. You can actually get an achievement for creating a rider with a female body type as well. Next, we're going to have achievements related to each venue. You have to win a main event in each venue to unlock the achievement related to that venue. The first one that I unlocked is the King of Anaheim 1. Now, I want to note that this does not have to be completed in career. You can simply start up a single event. I would recommend starting off with the 250cc bikes just because they're much easier to control. The only catch is that the 250cc division is split up into two different divisions. So if you're looking for the Anaheim 1 level, it's located in 250cc West. Now, ultimately, we do have achievements or trophies related to completing the story mode or championship series for each of the divisions. So if you're going for that full completion or platinum trophy, there's no point in trying to get these achievements in a single event because you will be playing in all of these venues in the career mode. So just work on playing the career mode if you're trying to get that full completion or platinum trophy. Otherwise, you're kind of just wasting your time by trying to get these in a single event. Alright, and the next achievement is the Girl Power achievement. This one is for creating a rider with the female body type, so you can simply go into your customization settings and change the body type to female, and you'll unlock that one nice and easy. Also, in that customization menu, you can change the color of your nickname on your suit. You'll unlock the Stylist achievement, and you can also save a custom bike setup there. That will unlock the Hair Splitter achievement. If you're having any issues with any of these achievements, keep in mind that I did upload video guides for a lot of these individual achievements. Next, we have an achievement for completing a main event in a custom track created by another player. There's actually a specific custom track that I recommend playing you guys. It's in my individual video guides on how to grind out the 100 races and the 99 level. I'm going to be diving into more details on this later in the video when we get to the more grindier achievements. But there is a track that takes about, 10 seconds to do a full-on lap. But ultimately, each event does take 5 minutes, and you can't, adjust that or make it any shorter. But, being able to do a bunch of laps in 5 minutes is going to level you up really fast. And ultimately, it's a lot easier to get first place in compared to, a regular venue. And the next one is one that you should get at the beginning of your career. When you start off the career mode, you're going to start a boot camp race. You just need to make sure that you actually win first place on that boot camp race to unlock the Rookie of the Year achievement. That one is technically missable. And then next is another one that you can get in the customization menu. You simply need to purchase 10 different components for your rider's customization, and then you'll unlock the Fashion Victim achievement. Next, we have an achievement for getting a hole shot in any game mode. This is for just simply getting your first hole shot. Now, I have a video guide explaining what hole shots are and how to execute them. And then our next one is called Not Today for reaching at least 4th place in a last chance qualifier in any game mode. This one is simple if you know what you're doing. I do have a video guide on how to get this one. Next, we have What a Pro for winning a main event with the event type option set to the real thing. Again, another miscellaneous achievement that would probably take about 2 minutes to explain. If you need this one, I recommend just watching the video guide on how to get that one. The next one is basically for creating 5 custom tracks. The tricky part is not only do you need to create these tracks, but you need to get them to the point where they're completed and raceable, to the point where you can validate them. Once you validate 5 custom tracks, you will unlock this achievement called Track Builder for 10 gamer score. Next, we have an achievement called Eat My Dust for beating the time of the ghost of another player in time attack mode. This is another one that's easy if you know what you're doing. It looks like less than 2% of people have this achievement. Basically, what you want to do is you want to start up a time trial race. You want to basically have a really crappy lap with a bad time, and then you want to exit back to the main menu. You're going to start up that race again in time trial. Next, you want to go to the leaderboards and find where you are on the leaderboard with your bad time. And then you want to challenge somebody, maybe just, 1 or 2 slots above you. And then you actually want to, try to do good on the race and get a good time. And then you are sure to beat that horrible time that you challenged. And once you defeat that ghost, you will unlock your achievement or trophy. Next is one that's related to one of the venues, the Glendale venue. And then next we have one called Double Double for getting a whole shot and a victory in the same main event in any game mode. Basically, a whole shot is a perfect start. So you have to get a perfect start and win the race, and you'll unlock that achievement. This next achievement is related to winning a main event in Oakland, just another venue achievement. The next one is for upgrading to level 22. Ultimately, to get all of the achievements or the platinum trophy, we need to upgrade all the way to level 99, one of the most grindy achievements in the game. Next is the achievement related to the San Diego venue. And then we have an achievement or trophy related to the Denver venue. Again, we have achievements related to each of the venues, guys. As long as you end up playing through the career, you will unlock all of these achievements naturally. Next is this is just the beginning for completing an official championship of any class in any championship mode. That one is another story related one. Next we have the achievement for the Las Vegas venue. And the next one is for riding 100 miles in offline free roaming in the compound. The compound is kind of like a sandbox area, free roam, where you can ride wherever you want. There's not really any missions or anything like that. You can kind of just practice and, go off-roading and stuff like that. And all you have to do is play around in that mode. Personally, all I did was I made sure that my controller was set down in a way where the gas was always going, and I just let my controller sit there for a while, and the racer was constantly racing until eventually, he or she would drive into a wall and be stuck, and then I would have to reset my racer. But for the most part, I grinded through all of those, compound miles by just, kind of what they would call the rubber band method, but I didn't use a rubber band. I just put my controller next to something where the right trigger was down all the time. Next one is for winning a team day. Team days are a natural occurrence during the career mode, so just play during the career and you will naturally end up playing a team day, and you just have to make sure that you win that race. Alright, so our next achievement is A+ for meeting a contract objective of an official team in a career mode. Basically, the way this works is when you start up your career, you're going to get opportunities to sign a contract, and you can either sign with a team or a sponsor. Now, we do have achievements and trophies related to both of these. So what I recommend doing is during the 250cc careers, you want to make sure to choose the teams. Not only do you get an achievement for signing to a team, but you also get an achievement for meeting the contract objective of your team. So when you sign to a team, you're going to have certain contract objectives, things that they want you to make sure that you hit in your career for, you to fulfill your contract and get paid. So you just need to make sure basically that, you do good and that you try to get first place in most of your races. I'll touch base on the sponsor related achievements later in this video when we get to them. The next few achievements that I ended up unlocking are related to winning main events in particular venues. The first one was the King of Atlanta, and then the next one was King of Seattle, and then next we had the King of Houston. After that, I had completed the 250 West Championship, and I unlocked that achievement worth 30 gamer score. Next, I unlocked an achievement for unlocking at least 3 presets from different official teams in career mode. So you will end up unlocking this as long as you chose a official team to sign the contract with in the beginning of the game. Again, when you do the 250cc, select an official team, not a sponsor. After that, I got my achievements for Minneapolis, Arlington, and Detroit. The next one I ended up unlocking was for earning a total of 1 million SX credits. This is basically the in-game currency. Ultimately, if you're going for the 100 wins and the 99 level, you're going to end up getting this one naturally along the way. Next, we have a few more achievements related to the specific venues: Daytona, Indianapolis, Nashville, and East Rutherford. After that, I ended up completing the 250 East Championship, and I unlocked that achievement for 30 gamer score. Alright guys, so next we have an achievement related to signing with an official team in the 450cc Championship Series. Now, we also have 2 achievements related to sponsorships in the 450 series, so what I recommend doing here is starting up the 450cc, signing to an official team, get that achievement, and then you want to start the 450cc all over again. The only reason I say that is because there is an achievement related to signing to a sponsor and sticking with that sponsor throughout your whole 450cc career. So basically, you're not going to get that achievement or trophy unless you sign with a sponsor from the very beginning of the 450cc. Next, we have an achievement for getting 15 hole shots. Again, a hole shot is basically like a perfect start. What I recommend doing on getting a perfect start is holding your clutch until the gate drops. You want to be holding your gas and your clutch at the same time. The clutch is LB or L1. If you're holding those at the same time, once the gate drops, you want to let go of the clutch and you'll get a perfect start, assuming you timed it correctly. So yeah, you get an achievement for your first hole shot and then your 15th one. Next, we have an achievement called Warm Up for passing at least 10 trials in the challenge mode with any result. So the game does have a challenge game mode, and ultimately we are going to have to complete all of the challenges. Not only that, but we're going to have to get a top result in each of the challenges, which is a 3-star. So you're going to have to get a 3-star in each of these challenges to unlock this achievement or trophy. This is going to be one of the rarest ones in the game. Personally, I found that the scrub challenges were the hardest. However, once you learn how to scrub and you get much better at it and you understand the mechanics, it makes it, a little bit easier, but still, it is kind of hard to win or complete some of those scrub challenges. So, biggest tip here is that there is an achievement or trophy related to getting 100 scrubs, and don't bother wasting your time trying to grind that out, before the scrub challenges, because ultimately, they're scrub challenges and you're going to have to scrub a lot to complete all of those challenges. So the 100 scrubs may come naturally depending on how fast you complete those scrub challenges. If you do happen to get yourself through the scrub challenges and you don't have your 100 scrubs yet, you can just enter the compound and you can free roam, jump, and do a bunch of scrubs until you unlock your achievement for doing 100. So that's what a scrub looks like, guys. Basically, to execute a scrub, once you're in the air, you need to hold your left stick up and your right stick down. Basically, you're moving your sticks in opposite directions. Just be careful that you're not doing the opposite, because I think if you do down on the left thumbstick and up on the right thumbstick, then it will do a tail whip. So one of those is a tail whip and one of them is a scrub. The symbol for the scrub is the one that keeps popping up above the points, that little green symbol up there. That's just like a quick breakdown. If you guys need, a more specific breakdown, I did upload a video guide detailing how to scrub and how to grind out those achievements. The next achievement was for winning the 450 championship in career mode and then completing a 450 season in career mode without changing the sponsor. So I mentioned this achievement or trophy earlier in the video. You want to make sure that you pay attention to that achievement, because you may end up having to complete the 450 series all over again because maybe you didn't do your research on the achievements and you happen to select a different sponsor halfway through the career in the 450cc mode. So one of the biggest tips I can give you is when you start your 450cc career, keep in mind that you need to keep the same sponsor throughout that whole 450cc career. The next one is one that you should end up getting naturally. It's called Only 2 Left. It's for completing at least 2 SX challenges in the SX profile. These are like cumulative challenges that you will accomplish over your, playthrough and races. The second SX challenge that I had just completed to unlock that achievement was for completing all 3 different career modes: the 450cc, 250cc West, and 250cc East. Alright guys, so you may think that we're getting close to getting this full completion or platinum trophy, but the sad truth is the grind is barely starting. So what we need to do here is get to level 99, and to get to level 99, believe me, you're going to need a lot of XP. Luckily, I have a little strategy that will help you level up quick. What I recommend doing is downloading this custom race or map right here. It's called Easy Money XP, made by Strack MX318. It's one of the most popular downloads in the custom tracks, and it's nice and short. And what you could do is you can grind this track out over and over again. Ultimately, you do have to race 5 minutes each race, and to get the last achievement, the grindiest one, you have to win 100 races. So 100 times 5 minutes, 500 minutes. And if you do the math on that, 500 minutes is about 8.3 hours. So you can expect to be playing or driving, riding, whatever you want to call it, for 8.3 hours to get those 100 wins. And again, you cannot change the race length on a main event, so that is ultimately how long it's going to take at minimum. Luckily, you're able to do about a lap every 10 seconds, so you can do about 50 laps in one race, which gets you a ton of XP. I ended up unlocking my last achievement called Legends Never Die 490 gamer score for completing 100 main events. By that time, I was level 156. So really, the bigger picture is, guys, is you want to complete the story mode, the 250cc East, 250cc West, and then 450cc. After you complete all 3 of those championships in career mode, you just need to sweep up the miscellaneous achievements. After that, you would need to complete challenge mode, and then after all of that, you're going to have your last 2 grindy achievements for level 99 and getting 100 wins in main events. To do this, you're going to rinse and repeat the method that I just showed you on the custom track until it's all finished. So yeah, guys, that about covers everything you need to know in terms of diving into Monster Energy Supercross 3 for a completion or platinum trophy. Keep in mind, again, I did upload a ton of video guides for all of these individual achievements. Not all of them, but most of them. So keep an eye out for those if you're taking on the full completion or platinum trophy. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.